there, you're watching Rose Squad Reviews. I'm Melanie, and today we're going to be talking about The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm by Christopher Paolini. We've done a little bit about Christopher Paolini's work in the past. Mainly, Kay did a video on how she kind of got into reading, which was through his first book, Aragon. I also read Aragon in 5th grade. I'm a little bit younger than Kay, so we didn't read it in the same year. But at that point I was pretty firmly entrenched in reading, and Aragon was it had dragons in it, which was pretty much what I looked for in a lot of my literature growing up. And so I got hooked into it, and it's one of the series that I kind of grew up with. So staying up to current as books are coming out, and just being really excited when the next book came out and getting to know the next installment in the story was a great experience for me. So when this book came out, which is a companion book to The Inheritance Cycle, I was super excited. I was so surprised that we were getting more content when it had been a little bit since Inheritance last came out. And so from what I understand, the conception of this book was not really rushed, but came into being quite quickly. Summer, I believe, of 2018, kind of, they decided, hey, let's make this a thing, and then boom, it's out, available to the public within several months. Because I got this for a Christmas gift. It didn't actually come on Christmas, it came a week after Christmas, because that's when the book finally released. But so I was very happy to be one of the first people, reading this comparatively, because I'm actually on the ball for once. So I wanted to kind of tell you a little of my thoughts about the companion novel in relation to the series as a whole, and then also just kind of as new content from Christopher Paolini for, one of the first projects that we've seen since the completion of the Inheritance Cycle. So this book does kind of build on a little bit after the Inheritance Cycle. You have Aragon, you have Eldest, you have Brissinger, you have Inheritance, and then a year or two later is this book. But we're still very close to the events of Inheritance, comparatively speaking. So you get to see Aragon's new place, where he is in life, and kind of you get to see a couple of, fan favorites kind of interwoven into the story. The text is pretty large, and then you have these nice big margins here, so it's a really quick read, really. I mean, I read Inheritance in 5 days, so maybe I shouldn't be talking, but it does go by fairly quickly, and there's just 3 short stories. I was surprised with how many words of the ancient language that I remembered, and you kind of build up this vocabulary reading the books. And you're like, oh, Jirda, okay, that's what that means, or Brissinger, but knows what that means. That means fire. But just kind of different things that I'm oh, I kind of know what that means. I'm still on the ball. I'm still with it, because I kind of expected to completely not know. And there's just other little fun Easter eggs, and being oh, this character is back. That's great. What makes me excited, it says Volume 1, Aragon, so there might potentially be more volumes of Tales from Alagaesia. We don't know. So I'm looking forward to those, because I'm always into more content from series that I appreciate and enjoy, and Aragon is part of my childhood. So if you've read Aragon, I would definitely recommend checking this book out, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have.